of his deputy. We are proud of his vice president.
The APC National Vice Chairman North East. Thank you so much, Honorable, for joining us tonight.
Thank you very much, Shewun. Thank you for having me.
Why did you omit Kashim Shettima, the vice president, from the endorsement? That is the trouble. That is what you caused. Why? Was it intentional?
Shewun, I think this trouble is also largely caused by the constant misinterpretation and ill reporting done by the media. I think you could have played my speech fully, or even at least the last paragraph before the endorsement. The last paragraph of my speech before the endorsement was eulogizing Kashim Shettima, recognizing him as our son, and expressing that we stand by him as people have noticed. And also eulogizing the National Security Advisor, recognizing him as our son, who we are very proud of, and we stand by him. And also mentioning all the ministers and the other juicy older parastatals that were given to Northeast indigenes, and thanking Aswaju for that. Before I now call for endorsement of Aswaju as a sole candidate of the APC. It will interest you to know that in party politics, we have only one ticket during the primaries for executives, both the chairman of local government chairman, the executive governors, and the president. There is no party guideline or constitution that allow a president to run the party primaries with their running mates. It's only one ticket for only the president. It's after the primaries, when the president becomes a candidate, that he will now pick a running mate, which is usually his prerogative. Even though the party may be consulted, and other stakeholders may be consulted, but it's solely and constitutionally a prerogative of the candidate, the presidential candidate, to pick his running mate. So that informed the decision of not only me, but even the Yobe governor and Borno governor, during their speech. They talk about Kashim Shettima, praise him as our son and express our confidence in him, and also endorse the return ticket of the president.
Mr. Mustafa, let me just jump in quickly. You perhaps know the sentiment in all of this matter. There are those who feel that there is something brewing, and there are issues there's some kind of friction between the president and his vice president. And that politically... No. Just for a moment, let me land with the question. And that, politically, you know what it means. And when there is an omission of a ticket which binds the two of them, where you're endorsing one and leaving the other on the turf of the vice president in the Northeast, you know the kind of trouble that this is bringing. And it brings to mind whether or not there is a plan to leave out Kashim Shettima if President Bola Tinubu is running for second term. Those are some of the sentiments.
So let me quickly note that the administration of party and party activities is not done on the platforms of the new social media, neither on the pages of newspapers or the screen of televisions. Party is run administratively within the office. So if you hear any rumor or any suspicion or conspiracy theories, I don't think we should base our party activity like the APC North East Summit on that. This rumor you are talking about is inevitable. This rumor, there has been all administrations have such rumors between the principal and the vice president. But because normally this is what people do. Some people there are people we call crisis entrepreneurs, conflict profiteers. So they will manufacture all sorts of rumors where there are none. And also, some politicians also become insecure. You know, because I want to believe if you are very sure of yourself and you are secure, all these rumors should not worry you. So you should concentrate more on what ought to be, what is in the rule. Shewun, you have legal experience. You should know that we should not go out of our laws just because of someone's suspicion of conspiracy theory. We should go out of our laws. We cannot come and say we are endorsing Aswaju for a sole ticket. Then we now say, okay, we are giving another ticket
so
for the vice president.
So just remember, there are those sentiments that this is the top of this is the region where the vice president comes from, and they say charity begins from home. There are those who are saying at that just remember at that event that you would have even gone ahead to endorse the vice president alongside the president. Let the president say no, he's not using or he's not going with the vice president. Why would it be like the vice president is being dropped from his own home? That is what it felt like for those who understand Hausa language, and they are saying without Shettima, they are not going to go with Bola Tinubu. There is now a discontent within the APC in the Northeast because of the feeling that their own son, Kashim Shettima, is going to be thrown out in the rain. That's what they feel like.
Nobody, anybody that tells you there is a discontent in Northeast. I'm in the Northeast. You can see I'm in Yola, and I have contact with members of the zone from Taraba, Bauchi, Gombe, and Yobe. And it should interest you that we did not sleep that night preceding the summit. We stayed all night brainstorming on this matter. And we did what law permits us. What law permits us to do is to mention our son and stand by him. And we did that. And you can see that other zones, they don't have obligation to mention him. But if you have the full video, people have the full video of my speech. I mentioned him. You have the full video of Bemala's speech. He mentioned him, and the same thing with Governor of Gombe and that of Borno.